In number one, they give you a graph that says f of x equals negative 2x plus b. They're saying b is increased by 4. The graph of the line would be shifted 4 units in the following direction. Now in this case, let's pretend that b was 3. Okay, this would be my line. Now if I increase that value by 4, okay, wouldn't you agree that I now have negative 2x plus 7? Okay, so what happened was you have to tell it moving over 4 or is it moving up 4? Well, if it looks like this, if it's negative 2x, if it was negative 2x plus 3 and then we added 4 to it, when it adds on the end like that, okay, it's usually we're going in the up direction. Now if it were to look something like, if this was my original and it looks something like this, because of this parentheses, this is going to be moving to the left. In number 2, they talk about Rowan and Jonah's money saving. Now, with Rowan, we talk about how he has $50 in his savings jar and he's putting in 5 every week. If he has 50 in his jar and he's adding $5 per week, that's a rate. Okay. Remember, slope is the rate of change. The change in this case is the money being put in the jar every week. Jonah is putting in $15 per week. So in this case, the rate of change, Jonah's is higher than Rowan's, okay? So therefore, it's asking you which of these following is true. Well, if we graph this, it's the same as graphing y equals 15x plus 10 and y equals 5x plus 50. Jonah's slope is bigger than Rowan's, so this one's steeper. So we say that Jonah's graph has a steeper slope than Rowan's. And number 3, they want to know an expression that represents the amount of money collected. In this case, if we have $3 per adult ticket, basically what you're doing is you're multiplying so the amount of money times the amount of tickets sold. So $3 times A, and you're going to add that to $1.50 per student ticket. This is the same expression as 3.00A plus 150S. In number 4, they're asking which of these functions could represent the graph of f of x. Now, we notice that the roots or the zeros of this graph are they're at positive the roots are at 1, negative 2, and negative 4. Now, we talk about how the factors of the expression or of the equation have opposite operation signs as the signs of the roots. So, for example, because this is a plus 1, we're going to say that the factor is x minus 1. And because this is a negative 2, we're going to say x plus 2. Because this is a negative 4, we're going to say plus 4. So you have to factor this expression and see which one of these matches. And unfortunately, this one doesn't have any real factors. Let's see, x plus 2, we're going to have choice number 1. Another thing you could do is you could put this into your calculator. You could put that equation, choice number 1, in your calculator. You can graph it to see that it looks similar to the one that you were given. The cost of a pack of chewing gum is 75 cents. The cost of a bottle of juice is $1.25. Julie has $22 to spend on chewing gum and bottles of juice for her team, and she must buy 7 packs of chewing gum. Okay, so what she's going to do is she's going to do 7 packs of chewing gum. B represents the number of bottles of juice. So she's going to do 75 cents times 7 packs of chewing gum. Okay, we don't know how many bottles of juice she can buy, but we know that she has $22 and she obviously can't spend any more than that, so we say that this expression has to be less than or equal to $22. Now, up at this point, we have to figure out which one of these matches. In these two cases, they're multiplying 0.75 times B, so those are not the ones. We're left between this two, looks like less than and then less than, choice number 4.